talk about.
I want a compilation of how many times Doug has done that in Wyrmwood.
We're not here to talk about my facial tics. We're here to talk about Modular Table 3.0. Right? I want to just deep dive some problems. We kind of suck. We're bad at production controls. We're not building the right stuff. So.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I already hate that crap. Yikes! It's bad when the blue goes up, Matt.
Oh.
$4 million worth of inventory right now.
Again?
So we launched the original Modular Game Table 2020.
Good year.
Good year. Rough year. And we ran way behind on that Kickstarter. I'll show you this graph. It may not mean much to you, but it means a lot to me. See this red line, the steps?
Yeah.
Those were the number of customers per tier. And this green line is the number of ship outs we did. So this green line should have kind of been just going up along the stairway. We were supposed to start shipping in February of 2021. Our first ship out went out in March of 2021. That's a bad start.
Yeah.
We're falling more and more behind. And then around June of 2021, we basically pulled the plug on production. We totally redid the joinery.
The entirety of our production process, we didn't have tight enough specs and tolerances for all of the pieces we were making to fit together modularly. So we were building tables that we tested this table goes together, but if you get a different part, that new part doesn't go with this table. Redid the joinery, redid our production processes, developed a brand new specs and tolerances protocol, developed a QA department, which is quality assurance, completely redid the production of the tables.
For the original backers, they were expecting to get their table in February of 2022. Those original backers, they were getting their stuff in May of the following year. So we were a year and 2 months late for the first time we did Modular Game Table.
Yep.
Most difficult ramp up we've ever done as a company. So then we decided to do it again. Modular Game Table 2.0, and that is what we're fulfilling right now. So let's see how we've been doing on Modular Game Table 2.0. Spoiler alert, a lot better. Here is the MGT 2.0 shipping as of right now. Green is stuff we have shipped, and orange are people awaiting shipments. Roughly 50-50. I would say right now we're mainly shipping out December orders. From December to March, what's that difference in time? That's
3 months.
three to four months.
3.5.
So, MGT 1.0, we were a year and 2 months behind. MGT 2.0, we're now running roughly 3 months behind.
Sounds like we're 4 times better.
So we've shipped half, and then there's half the people are still waiting for their items. Turns out we've been building a lot of the stuff in those orders. The green is what we've shipped, and then both shades of blue are the missing items, and it's roughly half and half. But the dark blue are items we have built, but we're missing components from that order. We're actually 75% complete, but the ship outs aren't reflecting that. And that's what this big increase is. We've been building it's not that we're building stuff we don't need, it's just we're not completing the orders. There was an original problem with MGT 2.0 that we are fixing with MGT 3.0, so we don't end up in this situation. We developed new items for Modular Game Table 2.0. What were the new items in... I don't know. Just start.
We have the hobby shelf system, which is the silicone inserts, hobby vault, hex tables, some new topper blocks, topper block trays, mug holders, controller cat. I think there was 21 new products, and then multiply that by materials. Probably 60% more new stuff.
Those new items were still in development, and we did a very quick analysis, and we realized wow, 80% of these orders have new stuff that's not ready yet. And we had to make a decision. We decided well, we're not gonna lay off a bunch of people. No, we're just gonna build into blocked orders. We're going to build into orders that can't ship yet. The problem is that inventory hasn't been unwinding as quickly as we'd like.
So if you have this giant order, or not even a giant order, you got a regular order, and they're all missing these small little things. It's missing a cup holder.
Yep.
Why isn't the solution simple as go make a small cup holder, put it in the order, and ship it out. The answer is volume, right? You can't just make a cup holder to complete an order. You can't put one cup holder through a machine. You need lumber.
That is correct.
In order, right?
You have to work in volume.
We do a wave of black walnut, and now we create 99 black walnut cup holders, but we need 100. We can't go back and make one. We need to wait until the next time volume of black walnut is going through. So that's essentially what happens, right?
That is, so yes, you are correct. And we're also kind of stupid.
Okay.
The thing that we recently honed in on that I think has been a major problem this entire time is our yield at rip chop. So Bobby, you're like, oh, well, why don't we make 100 cup holders? We're like, okay, let's make 100 cup holders. How many board feet is that going to take? Turns out that's a really hard problem because different woods have different yields and different widths and different lengths and different, like, the optimization of that is actually incredibly difficult. So we're now doing analysis of that part of the production process. So on this rip list, which has a large variety of things that we're trying to do, you know, it was 2,400 board feet. We got a 49% yield on that, meaning...
That's brutal.
Meaning, when you requested, hey, I want 100 cup holders, we actually only output 50 cup holders.
Right.
Because our material estimations were off. We're working on it, it's getting better, but it is very difficult. Let me tell you, how are we going to prevent this problem happening in the next Kickstarter? All the new items that are coming out on the new Kickstarter, we are putting those into separate sales orders and we're not going to attempt to ship them with your base order. By doing that, we will not be building into blocks. So that is the long and the short of it. So if Jason orders his table, 5 items and 1 new item, he's gonna get his table and the 5 classic items, he'll get those right away, or as soon as we can build them. And his new item will ship separately.
I think I can speak for myself. I would much rather get my table and then wait for some accessories later so that I can build it, set it up, and start enjoying it. Because the thing is, it's like, imagine all that stuff when we were looking at that graph, all of that dark blue. Imagine if we were just shipping it right now and the customer understood, oh, the rest of the order's on my way, but look, they're working on it. Look, this is done, and it helps you along. So
why don't we do that now? No, I'm not saying complete it. I'm just saying ship it. Ship what's done.
Ship a partial.
Just ship a part, yeah.
Ship partial orders.
Yeah, I'm not...
Yes, so
real money.
We actually did do that for a period of time. It's extremely expensive. We last year had a loss. I have to be a fiduciary to the workers of Wyrmwood and their raises. We're running 3 months late. It sucks that we're running 3 months late, but it is the best table on the market, and you're gonna be thrilled, and you're gonna be happy, and the workers here are gonna be happy they're getting a 5% raise next month. Because shipping is really, 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 really expensive. Anyway, we're running 3 months late on MGT 2.0 roughly. Hopefully, the next launch, we're actually able to hit our deadlines. Speaking of which, right now, I believe we're scheduled for April 10th. 410?
410, 2:30 ET.
April 10th is launch. For the people that get in right away, we're gonna be aiming to start our deliveries in August.
4 months.
That's 4 months. 4 months. Now we're gonna talk about, go ahead, Jason.
Push the button.
Nuking products. The biggest problem with this is the more SKUs you have, the unique types of products, the more difficult the mix is, and the harder it is to predict what you're going to need to ship. So we're going to talk about what items don't get love and aren't going to get made anymore.
Oh no.
Going from like 1 option to 2 options doubles, and then going from 2 options to 3 options, 4, it gets.
It does.
It gets really gross.
And we are dumb enough to have 2 axes of complexity. So we have types of SKUs and then woods.
Yeah,
so you
right.
multiply the number of products, multiply by the number of woods, and that's your total offering. And it's a fucking lot.
We're not dropping woods though.
For the last Kickstarter, we offered all the accessories in lace wood and ebony and all that. We are cutting those.
We're definitely cutting those.
So we are offering fewer woods than we did last Kickstarter. You're not going to be able to get those exclusive accessory woods. We're here to talk about engineering families. We have assembled here the potential cut list. These were the guys where, Jason, you either nominated for a nuking or I nominated for a nuking.
This isn't even all of them. I had nominated more. I want to go scorched earth. Well, let's start with these. These are the end caps for the hobby shelf.
Yeah.
We have our regular end caps, which are very, very popular. We have these artist caps, which you can stick like markers and paintbrushes in. Very not popular. And then we have tracker end caps, which have like the spinning dials. Also not very popular.
Are we just not going to offer them in the Kickstarter, or are we just killing them all together?
So, Violent. What we would do with all of these is not offer them in the new Kickstarter, take them off the website. If you contacted our customer service department, we could still get you them, but they would not be for sale. So, which one okay, so you want to nuke both of these.
End caps gone.
Let's get some spice. This is controversial. I don't know if I'm sold. So this is the card organizer. It clicks in, it holds your cards.
We are making a silicone insert that does this. So basically we're gonna get rid of the wooden one. You can get the Hobby Solo, you can get the silicone insert, which is very affordable. And it actually does more than this. It holds more cards.
Right.
It's better, it's more diverse, and it's more affordable.
Just throw it out, we did sell $100,000 worth of these. That's not nothing.
Yeah, we sold $100,000. Would those $100,000 just have gone to the Hobby Solo to do the exact same thing? I don't think we lose all of that sales because we're not offering this.
Same argument could be made for this bad boy. Hobby Solo does the same thing that this does. This is a component organizer.
Yep.
Are you pro or anti? You want to nuke this?
I am 50-50 on this.
This thing's going to cannibalize all of our accessories.
See, here's the thing. A, I have an emotional connection with, with the component. That's literally the first accessory we ever developed when we were doing the prophecy. There also is an argument to be made that, like, yeah, the nice wood ones are better than like the silicone insert.
They just don't hold a lot.
No, they're not as good.
Yeah,
they are not as good.
Component organizer, only 68K. This was more popular.
Okay,
Wow,
gone.
really?
That looks like a nuke.
Let's do an easy one.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
Poker chip holder. Basically,
Yep.
we have a silicone insert that holds poker chips that fits in the Hobby Solo, which is a little bigger. This is literally redundant.
Yeah.
We're getting rid of it.
This is an easy one for me, and the reason I don't like it, I've never liked.
Hey, yeah, let's talk about these.
I'm so excited for this.
Oh.
This is a big nuke. It's a concept we're nuking. Jason, explain nesting.
So nested is, so these, for the longest time, we had two curves on both sides.
Yeah.
We made the nested ones that they can click and kind of nestle right in and hug to the side of these. This nested large cup holder literally does the exact same thing as a regular large cup holder, and it just has doubled our most popular accessories, which is bad. We don't want ski bloat. That's what you save on this one particularly. That is the amount of save space. And yeah, it's satisfying, it's cool, but it's also really dumb. Large nested cup holder, small nested cup holder, small component organizer, nested, gone. New.
It's all nuked now. It's all destroyed.
Whoa, all these, okay.
I don't care.
Done. Hold on. Okay. I actually kind of like this.
No.
No.
This one might be
This
controversial.
is a big one.
No. Oh,
Player
I didn't. Let me write.
Power Pack. I have hated this all the time.
I think this is the little girl that ran down into the basement and survived the nuke. This is you can see the mushroom clouds. You can see the mushroom clouds going off, right? And there's that one maybe like it's a sweet innocent creature. Maybe it's like the little pet, little dog,
It's
the little
the
dog.
daisy growing out of the rubble.
This is the cockroach. This one made it. It made it into the bomb shelter.
I have some. couple other things.
Okay.
Customer service. Gates wanted me to bring this feedback to the meeting. He said the only thing that he's in favor of nuking is this.
What?
Because it is the #1 complaint and the #1 craftsman's promise that we deal with in terms of success accessories, or at least one of.
And that's even worse because we sell almost the fewest of them. And we sell like none of these, and it's one of the biggest problems we have, which means it's like 100 times worse than another accessory.
She didn't make it. She didn't make it.
Gladly.
I'm telling you, you're shooting yourself in the foot. This, yeah, it's like, yes, okay. Could you get me to eliminate ham and Barbie? No, you couldn't. You absolutely could not.